Okay, welcome everybody. This is Don Martin on this week's Wellness Zoom, our weekly Wellness Zoom. And today we have a surprise guest presenter on because Roseanne decided to drop it on her the last second to fill in for Roseanne because she's stuck at her job. She works in the health industry, in the healthcare world, and obviously it's a very, very busy time. So Roseanne asked her good friend and partner, also an executive coordinator, Deb McGowan, to give you guys her perspectives on some of her favorite products along within our wellness products and our TLS products Debbie wanted to talk about. So I'm going to turn it over to Debbie. She's extremely qualified to spend some time with you guys and to teach you guys on a bunch of the products so you can get a good perspective from different people's point of view. So Deb, it's all you, sister, and I'm looking forward to watching you do your thing here. So have fun.
Thanks, Don. Thanks, Roseanne. I was just sitting there meditating, before I saw your text saying, I hope something big comes along where I can really express myself because I've been shut in for so long. So this is working out for me. But anyway, welcome everybody. And today, I really think I want to talk about some TLS products. Am I an expert? No, but I'm an expert at having it work for me, having this program work for me. And just to talk a little bit about my struggle with weight my entire life, ever since I was a little girl, always overeating. Kind of grew up that way, conditioned that way. Even eating was love. We showed our love with food. And, when you're happy, you ate. And if you're concerned about or upset about something, I ate. And, food was always a tool for me that kind of backfired. So over the years, I've tried so many different food plans, diets, low fat back in the day, which meant high sugar, and I always lost weight that way, but I had a lot more body fat, if that makes sense, because I was storing all that sugar. So when I got introduced to TLS years ago by Dr. Shari Lieberman, and the program, I really embraced it. And to be honest, I do go up and down, but TLS has always been there for me. It has always worked. It's fail proof for even me, somebody who likes to take her will back and start getting into things around the holidays and, just eating a lot of different things. But anyway, due to that poor lifestyle, I gave myself type 2 diabetes, which I can manage with diet and exercise. And I've been told that it's extremely important that I do so. So I don't have to take any insulin or anything. But a little bit about transitions. Like, I'm a person who needs to eat. I can't go on a fad diet. Diets, they end. And I need something that I can do throughout my life. And even if I make a mistake, and it lasts a little while, I know that lifestyle, that plan is there waiting for me. And I think what is so extremely important is the education, which is a huge part of the TLS program. It's not like, okay, here's your stuff, you're on your way. It's not that. Or we have been given on our TLS website, even a customer, so much information that if we just try, we can get what we need. And when I say education, what I mean is that if we know why we're eating, if we know why, if we eat this particular food by itself or this particular food group, that it can turn to sugar and I can store fat, then when it's time to make a choice, we're making a choice based on the information that we know, if that makes sense, rather than just guessing, rather than just, part of the program is, and if I do, I hope you're following me because I'm all over, is that, knowing that, like, for instance, one of the mantras for TLS is, protein and fiber in every meal makes losing weight no big deal. So even if I'm out and about, and rather than just grabbing an apple or a banana or some fruit, I'm going to look for a fruit that has a lower glycemic index. And I'm also going to combine that with some kind of a protein, because protein and fiber in every meal makes losing weight no big deal. And that's for snacks, that's all meals. So I wouldn't eat a meal with just protein. It's going to be balanced. I'm going to be able to choose from so many food groups. I'm going to know to keep an eye on carbs, like complex carbs, even brown rice, which is good for us, knowing that that can affect our blood sugar as well, which makes us store fat. So I know that if I look at my plate, it's going to be mostly vegetables and a fistful of protein and then a smaller carb. Doing that has been, losing weight is effortless. I'm so lucky because I've abused my metabolism so much. And I've been up and down so much. I mean, I would think I'd just be like kind of like a head with a circle of fat. And I don't mean that in a bad way towards me. I just mean it's just incredible how this always has worked for me. So I'm very grateful. I love the Tonalin CLA, the conjugated linoleic acid has always been great because I stopped taking it for a little bit because I'm taking everything for my immune system. It really helps with the fat stores in your body. And I really notice that when I take this, it's mostly my legs that look so much better. So this is really important. This has been really important to my, with my TLS program. These nutrition shakes. I love the chocolate the best. Every day, mostly every day. Today I had oatmeal with protein. I will use 2 scoops of the chocolate shake. I will use almond oil, 2 fistfuls of spinach, baby organic spinach, and a spoonful of sugar-free, like a natural peanut butter. And it's delicious. It tastes like a chocolate peanut butter cup. You don't even taste the spinach. But even if that's a breakfast, you know, knowing that I'm going to eat very shortly after that again, because it's not meal replacement, it just, I feel like I'm getting what I need, the protein, the fiber, the rich green vegetables, the protein. So I use that as a tool. Great for a snack. Great if it's nighttime and you have to have something, then you can have that. It's not meant for meal replacement, but sometimes I use it in the morning, don't tell anybody. Even digestion. Digestion is so important, and so many of us have issues. But like I'll ask people too, because I do skincare, and I'll ask about their digestive issues. No, I don't have any digestion issues. You know, they may not have a bowel movement like every 2 weeks. Like that's a problem with digestion. You know, agita. It's funny, people aren't aware, so we need to educate them about, you know, how digestion affects our health, affects our skin. I mean, Vina's on the call. She knows. I mean, you know, I work in a spa, and I'm not allowed to say, I want to say digestive enzymes, probiotics, added to your skincare routine because it's so important. You know, this, if people have any kind of an issue, you know, definitely consult your doctor before taking any of these products, but it just helps things run smoothly, if you know what I mean. And so much of our health, of our entire body and our mind, depression comes from our gut. So that's very, important as well. What else I got here? You know what? I'm changing the subject for a minute. I want to talk about my husband who has psoriatic arthritis. And for a couple of years, we've been giving him shots of Cosentyx. I got to give it to him in his stomach. And, you know, there's a lot of side effects, you know, even, you know, cancer. I mean, there's so many side effects of taking some of these medications, but now finally he got on board because somebody other than myself told him to. And he's taking fish oils, which helps with inflammation so much. He's taking curcumin, he's taking vitamin D, which is wonderful. And mostly he takes, I'm going to say the capsules or pills because in the morning he doesn't have a ton of time. So we have such an array of products that we can find something that will work for us. You know, so if he needs to take more of a pill form, then that's what he needs to do. And it's working for him. And he hasn't had a shot. It's gotta be like 4 months, and his inflammation feels better. So I'm really grateful for that as well. Let's see, what else can we talk about? So many things. Now, when we talk about like taking supplements, yes, it's supplementing a healthy lifestyle. It's not in place of, you know, we don't eat at McDonald's and then take all of our vitamins, you know, but we do this because especially now with this pandemic, we really need to take care of our immune health. It's so important. And I would love, like, why, this is my question to the government. Why aren't they talking about different like nutraceuticals and supplements that we can be taking to improve our situation and to help us from getting this virus? And I guess that's because they don't make any money on it. See that if I talk long enough, I can answer my own questions. Does anybody have a question or a comment? Anybody unmute themselves, please?
Deb, it's Roseanne. I just think you are giving such amazing information, and I thank you so much for this. It really,
Yeah, you're
really
doing
is
awesome.
great. Yeah,
I agree. Excellent
Thank
stuff.
you. And I think you're
yeah.
the only two on the call, but that's okay. No,
No, there's more than
Others
that.
are going to see this. People are going to see this later, and they're going to really relate to your story. And oh, I just want to add one thing about the about the TLS shakes.
yes.
Our vitamin D is better absorbed with fat. So I have been putting a shot of vitamin D in the chocolate shake, and I got to tell you, it tastes like a chocolate cherry milkshake. It is amazing.
Wow.
I didn't even eat ice cream the other night because I was like, nope, I'm going to take my vitamin D in my shake. It was so good. Anyway.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's awesome. It's a great tip.
Awesome.
You know, if nobody, oh, thank you, Roseanne. I have a
Awesome
picture
job.
to show. I just showed Vina. This is with Kevin Buckman. It was years ago. I'm going to say 8 to 10 years ago. And I know Roseanne and I had completed we were challenge winners, and we got our picture taken with Kevin Buckman. And aside from the short hair that I had, I can't even believe this was me. And I'm going to show a picture. I remember how good I felt that day. Like I remember, I felt pretty. I liked what I was wearing. And now granted, Kevin Buckman is he's a small man. And I would still look bigger than him today. But when I look back, I was really heavy. So tell me, I don't know how to do this. Can you guys see that?
Yes, Deb, we can see it. And holy cow, how you have changed. You look so much healthier now.
Wow, Debbie, you're awesome. Check that out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
And you know what? And transitions, it's not just, yes, of course, it's about your health. But what it did for me as a human being, years ago, I used to bodybuild, and I was very thin. Roseanne hated it. She hated me. She didn't like it. But I understand because I was so gaunt, But I was so thin, and to be in such good shape, and then to always had weight issues even before that. That competing in a competition was my food plan to get skinny. Did I even want to be in a contest? No, I just wanted to lose weight. So what this has done for me emotionally, I feel so much better, because if I would go to, let's say, a seminar or a training and I was that heavy, yes, I'm friendly and I love people, but it wouldn't be the same thing as now I walk in, part of my pajamas, and I'm like, hey, how are you? Hey, and it's such a difference because I just feel so much better. And you know what? I'm 190 pounds. So if I continue, because I'm back on track, I look decent for 190. In that picture, I was probably 230, so, when you do transitions, you're losing body fat. So you can weigh more, but still look better than weighing 180 and having the body fat, if that makes sense. Did anybody ever lose weight and they were just like a fat skinny? If anybody's been up and down, they know exactly what I mean. So any other questions or anything? What I recommend is, and a lot of people will say, they'll if they want to start a program, they'll look at the cost, and because it costs money, because people want something that's free. These are cutting edge nutraceuticals, pharmacy grade products, these supplements. So you're paying for a higher quality. You're paying for something like Roseanne was talking about, being able to absorb product, like our isotonics line. You're paying for something that will be in your bloodstream in 5 minutes. The best way would be to get an IV bag, but we're all not going to get our vitamins, from an IV bag. So, we have so many ways to deliver these products into your system, so you're getting what you pay for. You're getting more than what you pay for. So delivery system is extremely important, and so many, talk to whoever, if you're a guest, talk to the person who invited you, and there is an online quiz you can take that was designed by health professionals that can suggest products that are for you. Talk to the person who invited you. We have so much information that can connect you to a webinar or a call where you can hear doctors that are utilizing these products in their practices and helping people be well. And I think that's the key. We can all be thin and we can all be in great shape, and but we want to be well in mind, body, and spirit. And on that note, I'm going to end this, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. Practice your social distancing, and we're all going to get through this on top. Thanks,
Debbie.
Don.
I have a question, Debbie, real quick before you sign off.
Yes, dear.
You guys were talking about the shakes.
Yes.
Is there a certain way you make those shakes that make them taste good? Like, do you add like water? Do you add milk? Do you add juices? Could you tell me a little bit about the shakes?
Yeah, sure. What I do, and I don't know if you heard this earlier, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I use almond milk. I don't even measure it. I just pour it in I have a Magic Bullet. You can buy that, get IBV. So I use the almond milk, 2 scoops of the shake, 2 fistfuls of organic spinach that I get at Sam's Club, and a natural peanut butter that doesn't have any added sugar. And that tastes delicious. I mean, years ago, I remember having the vanilla shake with a frozen orange, putting that in there, and it tastes like a creamsicle. I mean, you could add whatever you want depending on what you like. So there's a lot of creative recipes out there. I have a friend in the program. She has amazing recipes for the shake. Where just like for eggnog, holiday time, there's all different things you could do with the shake. And, I can find some of those and send them to you if that'll help. I kind of stay with the same thing. I like chocolate and peanut butter. I pretend I'm eating a Reese's peanut butter cup and getting fiber and protein all at the same time. And I think the spinach, because you don't taste it, I think that just makes me feel like I'm getting that organic, raw veggie in there too.
That would be amazing, because I'm really going to try, after listening to you and Roseanne, I'm going to try some of the shakes. So I wanted to get your favorites first.
Okay.
Guys, I think our shakes are really delicious.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I really like it. And I only put water in them most of the time. But there is a recipe book, and I believe it's probably on the download or the resource page of the TLS, that all kinds of recipes, because I know Lois has actually made muffins with the shakes to add, to add protein in muffins, and she said they're fabulous. I haven't tried them yet.
I think Linda McLaughlin, somebody in her group, they make some kind of a pancake out of it.
Yummy.
That sounds amazing.
And you know what? Oh, can I just say, right now I'm really, writing down my food and stuff, but I like a scoop or a little bit less than a scoop in my coffee in the morning, and it tastes like mocha tonics without the sugar.
Of your shake?
In my shake, a little bit of my shake, and it stirs it up, and sometimes it gets a little, it's a little gummy on the spoon. You get to lick that afterwards. I don't have a problem with food. But it's delicious. It's
so
delicious.
real quick, let's get Lisa's take. Lisa makes shakes a lot for the kids and for us. I'm also known as a kid, but here's Lisa. She can tell you guys what she does when she does her shake recipes.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah.
I mean, probably everyone does the same thing. Peanut butter and banana is always good. Mm-hmm. Adding mocha tonics in the TLS powder, I love. I also put the complete greens, not the isotonic one, but the other one, in there for my kids, because obviously they don't eat enough vegetables. So I usually do the vanilla with the complete greens, banana and peanut butter for my son. That's what he likes. But I mean, you can do anything with them. You can add, you can do orange creamsicle with vanilla and add orange. You can add peaches and cream. I don't know. There's endless ideas. The chocolate shake with the cappuccino mocha tonics is really good.
I bet.
Some people put the trim cafe in with the powder as well. Endless options.
There you go.
Sounds good.
And Deb, this was an awesome training, and I appreciate you doing this for everybody. Any other wellness or TLS products that you want to highlight before we wrap up here that you think people could really get a good benefit from?
Of course, the OPC3. I mean, that's without saying, OPC3 helps with so many issues in the body, arthritis, high cholesterol, inflammation. I mean, so many, it helps with so allergies. It's getting to be that. As a matter of fact, they're saying a lot of people have allergies from being in the home if you're allergic to dust and mold. And, if it wasn't for the OPC3, I'd probably be dead. So, but no, that's something that every human being should take an antioxidant. Every human being, along with, of course, a multivitamin. I mean, there's so many basics. It's a necessity to human life at this point that we take the antioxidant, the multi, different key, the we have to take that. We have to take that in order to have our processes, I guess, and to be, being a human being, we need to have this to survive in this world, for our body to function as it should. Of course, I take the calcium, I take the B. We do have magnesium to help us unwind at night. My son takes Awake. He takes my shake all the time. I see him scooping stuff out. It makes me mad.
The magnesium too. Yeah, the magnesium
like
too.
You're scooping. Oh, can I have some shake? And he looks at me with those eyes. What
hey,
else?
Deb, the magnesium also is excellent for people who, it's a great nutrient for people who struggle or suffer with headaches, migraines, things like that, is the calcium and the magnesium products, just to throw that out there as well.
Taking those two together, together.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And like the vitamin the vitamin D with K2, K3. Wait, vitamin, you know what I'm saying. Say it for me.
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
K3 with K2. Yep.
My husband works outside every single day, no sunblock, in the sun every day. He has low vitamin D. So it just goes to show, just because you're in the sun doesn't mean you're getting what your body needs. So he takes that, so that's so important. And he is actually, feeling better. I mean, he definitely is feeling better. Sometimes our loved ones are the last ones to get on the bandwagon, but, it took somebody else telling them. It takes what it takes.
They're a little slower than the rest of us. Well, Deb, this was awesome. Thank you so much. This is going to be available in our resources. You know what? You're awesome. When we just throw you to the Sharks, but no preparation to say, hey, Deb, we need you in 10 minutes. You hit a grand slam. So I appreciate you. And Roseanne owes you big. Make sure she takes you out to dinner when social distancing.
She takes good care of me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Deb, this was priceless. You are
Anybody
awesome.
else we have a good number of people on here. We have Donna from California, Marion from New Jersey, Vina from California, Gina from Virginia. Anybody else have any questions for Deb before we wrap up? Deb's an expert.
I'll be signing autographs. I'll be signing virtual autographs in about 5 minutes after the call. I'm just kidding.
I don't have any questions, but I love listening to Deb talk.
Me too.
Debbie, you need to do more. You need to do more of these, Debbie.
I agree.
And I think she works great under pressure. We've done things under pressure together. So
that's
I
great.
think that might be it. And next time I'll have pants on. I'm wearing pajamas.
You don't need them. You don't need them in social distancing. You can sit there with no pants.
Yep.
It's good.
And your jammies.
You don't know what I'm wearing below my shirt.
That's true.
Right. Don has.
Yeah, but there's a mirror behind you.
Yeah. Oh no. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tina.
You
Bye,
too.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You're awesome, Deb.